North Tulsa has been known as a food desert for quite some time. Everywhere you go in the city has grocery stores and markets with fresh fruits and vegetables. Business is thriving, but the sector known as North Tulsa has been left without for far too long. Over 10,000 young kids have to adapt, learn to cook, and practice social distancing while America struggles to survive during a pandemic. So what can we do to help our people? EduRec Eats.
Yo, welcome back to EduRec Eats Cooking Competition 2020. I'm your host, Ramon of Hometown Heat, and we are down to the last 5 chefs. Let's take a look at all of our chefs.
Congratulations to our EduRec Eats Cooking Competition contestants. They've all done an amazing job, and we're down to the top 5. Who will make it to the finals?
And in at number 5 is Tajane Crutcher. And in at Cuatro is Camila Segura. And this guy has been at the top of the list and he's climbing his way up. We have Carl Walker at number 3. And in at number 2, she's climbed her way all the way to the top, is Callie Durham. And standing at the top of this mountain is Sanaya Shaw. So they're gonna take their favorite meals and remix a meal just for you guys to see. Freestyle. It's the top 5 and 2 more are gonna go home. So here you already know, expect nothing less but the best here on EduRec Eats. So big shout out to our sponsors, Eco Alliance and Oasis Fresh Market. And let me tell you a secret. Hey, the store is actually breaking ground. It broke ground yesterday and they're building upon this nice grocery store right here on Pine and Peoria and the shops on Peoria. So you are the first to know and you can only get exclusive news right here on EduRec East Tulsa. So big up to Jim, Dr. Fro, and also Pastor AJ. Hey, you guys are making moves in North Tulsa and around Tulsa. So thank you guys for all of your hard work, you and your team. We appreciate it. So now that we got all of that out the way, let's get it on. Let's get right into it right here on EduRec East Cooking Competition 2020. Cue the flames. And kicking off this freestyle challenge is none other than Tajane Crutcher. I know she's gonna do good. Tajane, show them what you got, girl.
Hi, my name is Tajane Crutcher, but you already know that, and you know that I made it to the next top 5, so come back into my kitchen. So for today, I will be making 2 dishes. One will be loaded chili cheese fries, and another will be chicken Alfredo. So let's go. Alfredo, I have chicken breast, of course, heavy whipping cream, red pepper, garlic powder, Parmesan cheese, extra virgin olive oil, black pepper, my veggies, and my noodles. Guys, I have ground beef, diced tomatoes, cheese, ground cumin, paprika, chili powder, black beans, and of course, fries. Now I have added my fries into my grease. I'm going to pour some extra virgin olive oil into my pan for my chicken breast. Now I'm going to add my chicken breast to the pan. Now come back to your fries. My fries are all done and now I'm going to add some salt to them. And now I'm going to add some salt and black pepper to my chicken for flavor. Now I'm going to brown my meat for my chili cheese fries. Now I'm going to add some black pepper to my meat. Now I have added my cheese to my pot and I'm just going to stir that around. I've added my diced tomatoes into my meat. Now I'm going to add chili powder and black pepper. Now I've added water to my pan for my noodles. Now I'm going to add my heavy whipping cream into my pan. I've added Parmesan cheese to my pan. Now I'm going to add some black pepper and garlic powder. Now I'm going to leave my sauce on low and let it simmer. Now I'm going to start chopping up my chicken. I've chopped up my chicken, added it to my sauce, and now I'm going to let this simmer. Here's the finishing touches on the chili cheese fries. Great flavor. Great amount of cheese. Good texture. I like it. Now I've added my noodles to the pot. Here's the finishing touches on the chicken Alfredo. Very good and creamy and very delicious.
Great job, Tajane. Excellent. We can't wait to see if you make it to the finals, Tajane. We know you're doing great. So look, if you loved everything that Tajane has done, make sure you go to our website right now at edurectulsa.com to get your vote on for Tajane right now. And next up on this competition is the amazing Camila Segura with the Freestyle Challenge right here on EduRec Eats Cooking Competition 2020.
Hello, I'm Camila Segura, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a black bean burger with salsa on the side. So first things first, we're going to be opening our cans, draining them, putting them on a pan, and putting them in a 325 degree oven. We're going to put some olive oil in a pan, just a little bit. Now that we have our beans in the oven and oil in our pan, we're going to cut up 3/4 of a bell pepper and 1 cup of a finely chopped yellow onion. Don't forget to wash your bell pepper. We'll also be cutting up 2 cloves of garlic, and we're going to finely mince them. Get rid of any parts of the onion we do not want, like the rubbery shell. And we're going to cut this part out the bottom of the onion because this is the part that actually hurts our eyes and make us cry. So if you cut it out before you cut it officially, your eyes won't burn. Good little tip there. Now to finely dice this beautiful golden onion. One cup of onions. We're going to put this in our pan and start letting that cook. Just until it becomes soft. Now, for cutting a bell pepper, we're going to take one of these lines, cut it, and now we're going to unfold it, cut down these lines, and we'll grab 2, and we'll start cutting. Right. 1, 2, 2, see like that. Great. Now these last 2 pieces of bell pepper, you can enjoy them as a little snack later. And now we are going to grab 2 pieces of garlic. Put it out of the way. Now for garlic skins, it will be very difficult to peel them with your hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our knife down, and that blade not facing us. We're not going to touch our blade, we're going to use our palm, and we're going to smash. And now that should take off all the skin. Another way to do that is we can take our second garlic, and we can just use the palm of our hand, and there you go. And we're going to grab our garlic, put it in with our veggies. We're just going to saute a little. We're back. Everything's all nice and clean. And what we're going to do, we have to add our vegetables really quick. Tablespoon and a half. 1 teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Now we need half a cup of breadcrumbs, half a cup of feta cheese, 2 large eggs, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and a pinch of salt and pepper. And now we're going to pulse this just a little bit, not to get it all soiled, but a little chunky. Alright, now that we have our patties out of the oven, we're going to make some salsa with them. Chop up some tomatoes, not too big but not too small, just a nice little size. Alright. That's 1 tomato. If we want, we can add more, but right now we're just going to add 2 chives that I've cut into thirds after cutting the ends off. And we're just going to, there we go, put this in our bowl. Mix these 2 ingredients up a bit. Now we need a 1/3 cup of red onion. Alright. And now we'll need 1/3 cup of these. Put them with everything else. And mix it up. And now we need 1 jalapeno. Now when you're cutting a jalapeno, you're going to be very careful to make sure that you don't get any jalapeno seeds stuck to clothing or hands, because it will burn very much. So we're going to cut out any seed sacks real quick. It's okay if you get a little bit of seeds in, because then it's going to add a nice little kick. But you know, if you don't like spicy things. And then you can roughly chop them or finely dice them. I like to finely dice them, so you don't just have a whole chunk of jalapeno in your mouth. There we go. We'll just put in the rest of the onion. Seems like a good time to add another tomato. There we go. And now we need a 1/3 cup of chopped cilantro. Obviously, if you don't like cilantro, you don't have to put it in. Some people say it tastes like soap. 1/3 cup of cilantro into the bowl. Now we need 1 clove of garlic. Alright, sorry for any technical difficulties, if any footage was lost. And there we have it. Bean patties with a side of delicious salsa.
An amazing job, Camilla. Hey, check this out. If you want to vote for Camilla, go to our website right now at edurectulsa.com and find out more info and get your vote on for Camilla right now, because she needs your vote. She's an amazing cook and she wants to be in the top 3. So Camilla, good job, and make sure you go to the website at edurectulsa.com to get your vote on for right now. So at this point, we've had 50 chefs on this show. We brought it down to 25, and now we're down to the top 5. All of these students have worked so hard. If you made it to the top 5 or you didn't make it to the top 5, you did an amazing job, and it was because of you, all the voters across the world, that made these children's life difference. So thank you so much for voting for these kids, but of course, these youth have had a lot of dedication by doing this program and being a part of this competition. So we thank you for putting in so many skills into their lives, parents, and of course to the family. So thank you so much for instilling this seed into their lives. Your hard work, dedication, focus, time, and effort is all worth the fight. So thank you guys for being a part of this competition, and we want to thank all of our parents and youth and all of our sponsors for being a great support. And those are skills that money cannot buy. And again, thank you to everyone who's participated in this show, from the youth all the way to the parents. Thank you so much for making this such a phenomenal competition. Now, let's get to the top 3. And firmly holding down the competition at number 3 is Chef CJ, also known as Carl Walker.
What's up, y'all? It's Carl Walker, also known as Chef CJ, and this week I'm going to be making an entree with the appetizer. And this week we're going to be making Italian bruschetta with shrimp alfredo. So let's see the ingredients. We have black pepper, onion powder, salt, garlic powder, alfredo sauce, Parmesan cheese, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, basil leaves, Italian bread, 3 tomatoes, a purple onion, butter, a half pound of shrimp, and fettuccine noodles. So let's get to cooking. Okay, so my fettuccine noodles are cooking. So now it's time to saute the shrimp and add seasoning. So we have our onion powder. We're just gonna sprinkle a little of that on. Got some garlic powder. We have our black pepper. And our salt. Alright, so we're going to let that sit for a second. Alright, so the shrimp is cooked and our fettuccine noodles are finishing cooking. So we're just going to move over here. We already cut the onions and tomatoes, so we're just going to add some more seasoning. We have our black pepper and basil leaves and kosher salt. We can just add how much we want. It's just for seasoning, so it's not really a specific amount that you should add, but I'm just gonna add how much I desire. So let's go ahead, sprinkle some of that on. We have this basil leaves. Sprinkle some of that on, and our kosher salt. I guess that was one. Okay, so now we have a half tablespoon because we can't find the original one. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So let's do the vinegar first. One, 2. I just threw that in. Okay. Now we're gonna add our olive oil. So we're gonna need 4 of these. Well, 4 cups. Tablespoons, I mean. I don't even have tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're gonna mix this up. Sorry, I forgot my spoon. Okay, so that's done. We're done mixing this up. So now we're just gonna wait for the fettuccine noodles to finish, and then we're gonna mix up the Alfredo sauce, fettuccine, and shrimp mixed. All right, so we have 2 pieces of bread, and we're going to toast this and make the bruschetta. So we're about to toast that and put the onions and tomatoes on the toast. To mix in the shrimp and the Alfredo sauce with the noodles. So let's go ahead and add the shrimp first. Just gonna add everything. Now we're about to add the Alfredo sauce. So let's mix it together. Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, that would have hurt bad. So we're gonna let this simmer for a second, and then we're gonna see the finished product. All right, so here's our finished product: shrimp Alfredo and Italian bruschetta. Thanks for watching, and vote for me, and make sure I get to the next round. Thank you.
So continue to make great food in the kitchen, Carl. Continue to do your thing. And fans, if you want to see Carl go to the finals, make sure you go to our website right now at edurectulsa.com to get your vote on for Chef CJ. Another special guest that we have here on the show. We always have some of the best people on our show, and today is no different. Today we have Tyson that is sharing some words of encouragement and some words of wisdom to all of our guests here on EduRec East. So Tyson, what do you have for him?
Well, I'm Tyson Thompson. I'm a native of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And as a matter of fact, we're talking about EduRec Eats today and how there is a disparity in North Tulsa as a food desert. And this is something that's very special to me because my mom is a chef. My mom cooks. Y'all, this woman can bake her butt off. She's so good. That's how I got this little pooch on me. And but I grew up cooking, and I remember my mama making a decision. Even though we were struggling and we didn't have much money, she would every now and then go and buy something exotic, something that we've never had, just so that we could experience different types of foods. One of the things she would get would be fresh coconuts. She'd crack them, get the coconut milk, let us taste it, shred the coconut, and she would make German chocolate cake with that fresh coconut. Another thing she would get was something like escargot, which is something I really don't like too much, but it was nice to be able to experience different types of foods. I am excited about this opportunity just to share, my experience growing up in North Tulsa and how we really need some opportunities to have more fresh foods and veggies. EduRec Eats is all about giving kids an opportunity to share their gifts and their talents and how they can become more during this pandemic time. This is a tough time in our country. The climate is really hostile right now, and we need something positive. So good, friendly competition is good. So I'm here just to share with you how you can become more during very tough times. Well, to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm 46 years old and I've been in business for 31 years, and it's something that I love. I've owned and operated a barbershop, and it's something that allows me to connect with thousands and thousands of people. As a matter of fact, it's been over 100,000 people that I've personally had conversations with. And I want to just take this time to just share a little bit of my experience working with people about losses and failures and about overcoming tragedy, but also about rejoicing when other people win and when other people have opportunities. So I want to encourage Carl, I want to encourage the contestants, Ms. Crutcher, I want to encourage Callie, Camilla. These are some of the last of the contestants. We started off with 50 contestants. Now we have 5. And that's okay. Look, I'm explaining this. This is really cool. Value. There's 3 laws of value. 3 laws. The first value is that everyone is inherently valuable. We're all worth something in spite of what we think. This is why I know. No one exists of their merit. I didn't choose to be born. That means something outside of me has chosen me. Now, whether you believe in a Big Bang Theory, boom, or whether you believe in creation or reincarnation, it doesn't really matter. But what matters most is that we know this, that we did not choose to exist. So if something has chosen us, that means we have purpose. And if we have purpose, we have value. Everyone has it. But there's another law of value. It's called intrinsic value. That means we have gifts that we can give. But the difference between intrinsic value and inherent value, your inherent value never changes. But intrinsically, you can become more. See, this show is about you becoming more, young people. It's about developing your gifts and sharing it with the world. That's extrinsic value. It's giving your gifts away. If a gift is retained, it really has no value. See, gifts are meant to be given away. They're meant to be shared. So if you didn't win, it's okay, because this was an opportunity to become more and to grow. It's not about winning. It's not about getting the prize. It's about becoming more, because your opportunity is just around the corner. Now look, this is what you have to do. Immediately after the show, you need to go to edurectulsa.com. That's www.edurectulsa.com. Put your vote in. Let's cheer these young people on and let them know that no matter what's going on in the world, all this negativity, all this volatility, this racial tension, people getting sick with COVID-19, hey, that we can still come together and surround them with love and surround them with just encouragement to go and fulfill your dreams. Because remember, if you struggled in another area and challenges come, you can always dream another dream because you have value and that makes you full of purpose. So go get them. Go now, go now, go now. EduRecTulsa.com. Put your vote in, all right?
And in at number 2 is Callie Durham. Callie, what do you got going on in the kitchen because it smells so good? Tell them what you have.
Hi, my name is Callie. Welcome back to EduRec Eats. For the final round, I'll be making a black bean burger and salsa. So I have 4 cups of tomatoes, jalapeno, some cilantro and green onions, a tablespoon of garlic, and half a purple onion. So I'm going to mix them all in the bowl with the tomatoes. I'm not going to use all my cilantro, green onion, purple onion. So I'm going to cut my lime in half and then juice it into the mixture. So now I'm going to blend it. I have a small blender, so I'm going to have to do a couple spoonfuls at a time. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure you're pulsing it and not blending it. So I don't like my salsa this chunky, so I'm going to pulse it a couple more times.
Can you take it off?
I'm going to turn it off. I think that's her phone. I think she left it over here. So my salsa is done, and I'm going to have my mom take a taste. I finished pulsing it. Not super chunky, not super thin.
Spicy.
Okay, so now I'm going to move on to making my black bean burger. So now that I've finished making my salsa, I'm going to start on the burger. So in here I have my seasoning, which is smoked paprika, chili powder, ground cumin, and garlic powder. And then I'm going to add this, which is some, I cannot pronounce this word, but, and liquid smoke and ketchup. So we're adding this liquid because since it's not a meat, we need this to help form the patty.
Help make it juicy.
I'm going to add my first egg. I can crack this, there we go. And then I'm going to add half a cup of breadcrumbs. I sauteed some bell peppers, onions, and garlic, and I'm going to add this to the mixture. So I have 2 cans of black beans that I rinsed and dried out in the oven at 400 for about 10 minutes. I'm going to add this in here. I'm going to stir it up. And then I'm going to mash it a little bit, but not too much because you still want a few chunks of beans in there. So I'm going to start forming my patties. You want to get your hands a little moist before you start doing this. And I'm going to put them on my skillet that's been preheating on medium heat. And I put a little olive oil in it. And now I'm just going to fry it. So here's my finished product. I have my black bean burger and the salsa. And for my taste tester, I have my aunt. I'm going to put some feta cheese on there.
You want some more?
That's enough.
Okay.
Okay, so mom is a taste tester.
That's pretty good.
Are you a vegan or a vegetarian?
No,
So for a meat eater, how do you like this black bean burger?
it's actually good. It's you'd probably think it was meat in here the way it looks and the texture of it. The taste is good. I would eat this. I would buy it. That's good. Now that got a little kick to it. But it's good. And I like salsa too, so this is good.
Well, thank you for watching EduRec Eats. I hope to make it in the top 3.
Amazing, Callie. There is no way in the world that anybody could not like that dish, man. It is great. Hey, if you think it's great, make sure you go to the website at edurectulsa.com and get your vote on for Callie's dish. It is simply amazing. So make sure you get your vote on for Callie right now. Oh, welcome to EduRec Eats 2020. I am your host from all the hometown heat, and as you know, we always have amazing people here on the show with us, man. Today we have Mr. Pat Fields of OU. What's going on, Pat?
What's going on? How are you?
Good, man. Feeling good, feeling great, man. How was your weekend, first of all?
It's been going pretty well. It was my grandfather's birthday this previous week, so we're gonna do something for him tonight. So I'm with my family. We're gonna play a little game. So have fun.
Cool. So where are you right now? Where are you in?
I'm in Tulsa right now.
Tulsa. Okay. So I know that you are you went to Union High School, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. So how was it at Union, man? Because I'm on a whole totally different side of town. I went to Memorial, man. How is it at Union?
It was pretty great, and I think we had a lot of different resources and opportunities to help us, prepare ourselves for college. We had like a new college and career center, and they did a great job with, just teaching us little tools, how to study, things like that really translate to college. So I think I benefited a ton from going there.
Nice. Okay, so those that do know about you know all about your career, but those that are gaining more understanding and interest in OU football throughout the years, man, tell us a little bit about your career at OU.
My freshman year, I probably played in about like five or six or so games. I played the most, the last couple of games of the year, like the Big 12 championship and our playoff game. And then last year, I started all 14 games for us. This year, I'll be a starter again, possible captain on the team. So I'm kind of on the incline right now in my football career in college.
Nice. You said the incline, man. So this is a part of your junior year is a tough year, and all the accolades that you had, man, and a lot of real hard work went into it, man. What would you say is that daily regimen as far as just working out and getting to that level where you're playing like you're starting now?
I think it's just, consistency and what I'm doing, because I think a lot of people, they probably have the answer to, what they should be doing. It's just a matter of how consistent you are with it. So, every single day I try to get up and work out early in the morning. That way it's like I can get my first workout done. And by working out early, I give myself more time in the day to handle more tasks, do more things, and then also come back again and work out in the afternoon. And then it's just, staying diligent with that. Even in the mornings, I don't feel like waking up early. It's just being consistent with what I do, because I found, that's probably the number one determining factor, between successful people and, those who are not.
Yeah. So my thing is I take a lot of B12 in the morning, man. Like that's how I wake up, man. Like how do you wake up in the morning? That's my challenge, man. What are you eating? And as far as this, and what do you do to wake up that morning, man?
I usually set like multiple alarms for myself. So it's like if I gotta get up at if I gotta be somewhere at 7, I'll set my first alarm for like 5:15, then set one for like 30 minutes later. So it's like I can wake up at 5:15 and okay, I can get a little bit more sleep. And then I start my morning out by reading the Bible.
Yeah.
reading the Bible and praying. And that way it's like, I can kind of get everything in tune, from a mental and spiritual standpoint. And then I always like pray for strength every morning. Like, God, like help me get through the day. I don't feel like going, but help me get through the day. And then, that's kind of how I get started.
Man, I am the snooze king, man. Like, I love to hit that snooze button, bro. So I gotta definitely. I'm so glad that I'm not the only one that hit snooze a couple times, man. That's good. That's good. Well, hey, thank you guys for listening to or watching our show here with EduRec East 2020. We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back with Mr. Pat Fields.
EduRec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At EduRec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at EduRec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947.
All of this, sometimes, I have to take a step back and just reflect on, how far I came. Because, if you look at what I came from, my situation, all that, it's like, I shouldn't be here, So, like, I think a lot of this is truly a blessing to me, and I really try to embrace every single opportunity, every single game.
Welcome back to EduRec East 2020. It's your boy, Ramona Hometown Heat, a.k.a. the chef that is hosting the show, man, and doing major things, man. Of course, we have Pat Fields of OU. Yes, Oklahoma University here, man. He is a DB. He's holding it back. He has a no-fly zone around his area, of course, man. I know, like, nothing gets over him or by him at all, man. So, Pat, tell us a little bit, like, with football, like, it's a hard-hitting sport, and you really have to have a mind to be like, man, nothing is getting past me. Nothing is getting over here. Like, what's your mindset? Like, are you talking trash to people, man, like, on the field? Is that the type of game you have?
Yes, sir. I do talk a lot of trash, but like more like now it's just, having a mindset of like, nobody is on the same level as me. And it's kind of like a borderline confident and arrogant perspective, because I feel like, with everything you do, you got to have 100% confidence in yourself. And I know in the Bible it says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So it's like, if you lack confidence, I feel like, that's going to have a detriment on your play, so I feel like I'm very confident, whenever I'm playing, I hold myself to a very high standard.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, at the same time, this is a fun question here. So with that, at the same time, if you was playing a game and it was like kids, probably like middle school kids, do you still have a no-fly zone when kids are playing with you, or you kind of let them get by at the same time?
Absolutely. The world isn't going to take it easy on them.
I love, so there's no fly zone no matter what age you are, like kindergartens, anybody.
Okay, preschool, you can't make them cry.
All right, cool. All right. You have mercy on the little babies, but if you old enough to talk trash back, then it's a no fly zone.
For sure.
Okay, got you, man. So one thing about our show, man, is it's all about healthy eating and making sure that you put the right things into your body, right? And at a young age, man, were you eating like the hot Cheetos? Were you eating, all the hot Takis and stuff like that? What was your regimen in middle school?
I can say in middle school, I didn't know any better, so I was definitely eating those things. But, as I got to high school and I became more serious about becoming an athlete, that's whenever I began to educate myself on what I should be putting in my body. And, it's hard not to eat junk food. So now I just try to find healthier options to snack on rather than eating chips. I may eat, almonds or peanuts, cashews, or something like that, just substituting out better options.
Yeah. So you made that transition. So you're saying it's perfectly fine to, when you were younger, to eat those types of things. But as you get older and as you get wiser and you start to play the game a little bit more intense, and you're trying to get your body to the ultimate, peak of its performance, you would have to transition your diet, right?
Definitely.
Okay, got you. Okay, so moving into you that you're actually in college right now and you're looking towards the NFL. Like, what gives you that extra edge on a daily basis as far as with what you eat? Like, what's your edge?
I think it's just putting the right things in my body. You know, like during the week, I'll try to eliminate any fast food or any foods filled with fat, oils, and grease and stuff like that during the week. On the weekends, I can't admit I'm not the best.
Okay.
But you know, like for the morning, I'll eat eggs and then I'll make a smoothie. But in my smoothie, I'll put, you know, kale, spinach, carrots, things like that, because, you know, with smoothies you can kind of hide vegetables and throw them in there, and you won't really be able to taste them. So I've learned to do that. Like chicken and rice, you know, just really trying to put healthy foods in my body and trying to eliminate all fried foods and greasy foods, stuff like that.
Nice, man. So you definitely are dwindling down on a lot of the greasy foods, burgers and fries and things like that. Not saying that you don't eat them at all, but you're just saying you limit on what you eat, right?
Definitely. During the week, I try not to eat that at all. On the weekends, you know, I'm not as good. I'll probably have one or two bad meals, but you know, that's only on the weekend. So.
Yeah. Well, I think that's okay, man. It's definitely everything in moderation, you know, as the word says. So that's always a great thing. So one thing, if you could tell these youth today that are looking to go to the NFL, because you're living the dream, you're in college, you're playing elite, and you know they're looking to go to college. As far as what we eat on a consistent basis and what we feed our families, what would you say is important to them as far as in that case?
I think the most important thing is just eliminating fried foods that are filled with fat, grease, oils, and then, you know, just finding, you know, healthier options for everything. So like I'm a guy who always likes to snack on things throughout the day, and like I used to eat a lot of chips, but now it's like rather than eating chips, I may substitute it for like a banana and peanut butter or cashews, almonds, something like that. You have to explore healthier options, so like you know what you like. You know what I mean? Because to be honest, eating healthy is not a fun thing to do necessarily, and it's not necessarily the best thing to do, because if eating healthy tasted as good as eating Takis or hot Cheetos, you know, everybody would eat healthy. So you know, you got to explore and find, you know, what you like best and what suits your personal preferences.
Oh man, how can people find you on social media?
On Instagram, my name is I am Patrick Fields. Twitter is Patrick Fields 24, and that's really. And then I got a LinkedIn, but I don't think, you know, a lot of high school guys are on there.
Oh, okay. You got the professional set too at the same time too. That's dope.
Definitely.
That's dope, man. All right, so let me ask you this one last question. Well, I actually have two more questions. What was your childhood team as far as the NFL when you were a kid?
Dallas Cowboys, hands down.
Okay, you're a Cowboys fan. Okay, dope. All right, and my second question is, who was the team that you least liked the most?
Least liked?
When you were a kid. Now, this is like not your career now, but when you were a kid, like you were just like you weren't a fan of this team, maybe.
I think this isn't NFL, because NFL I was kind of like
sure.
Adrian Peterson. I'm in awe of Adrian Peterson, but college I never liked OSU. I never liked it.
Really? Okay, OSU. That's okay. I like that. I like that. So whenever the rival games come, then you know you have a little bit more fuel to your fire whenever you play, right?
Definitely, and I'm from Oklahoma too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's even bigger.
That's dope, man. Well, hey guys, I want to thank you, Pat, for joining me here on the show, man. It's been a pleasure, and of course, man, anytime that you come back in Tulsa, man, make sure you stop by our show in our kitchen. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hey, and of course, thank you guys for watching us right here on EduRec Eats 2020. This is the competition that's going to take us to that next level, man. So once again, make sure you check out our website at edureceats.com and also edurectulsa.com. All right, and the moment we've all been simply waiting for. Drum roll. All right, if the competition ended right now, who would be in the top spot? It would be Sanaya Shaw. And in at number one is Miss Sanaya Shaw with her phenomenal dish. Sanaya, I know you're gonna have something great, so let us all know what you have in the kitchen right now.
Hi, my name is Sanaya Shaw, and today I'll be making you an appetizer that's mozzarella sticks and an entree that's Philly cheesesteak sliders. This is flour and cornstarch, and then this is 2 eggs and 1/4 cup of water, and then this is breadcrumbs and some garlic salt. You want the grease to be on 365 because all you're doing is browning them and you don't want the cheese to melt inside of the grease. Make sure they're spaced out so they can cook evenly. I almost say evenly. Yes. When you take them out, make sure you have a plate with a paper towel to drain the grease.
They look good.
You're supposed to be talking.
This is good. I'm sorry.
So good, you're lost for words. Oh, they look good.
They do. And they taste good.
You dip them in marinara sauce and all is the rest for you.
What?
I don't know what you said. What you say?
This is so good. The homemade hot ranch. And this, what kind of sauce is it?
Marinara.
Marinara. Watch this.
We just finished our appetizer. Now it's time for the entree, the Philly cheesesteak sliders. Add 2 tablespoons of butter. So after this butter is melting, I'm going to add the steak. And then after the steak is cooking a little bit, we're going to add the vegetables. You want the fire on medium heat so you won't scorch the butter. So I'm going to add the meat into the pan.
I love to hear that sound.
I'm going to mix it around, and then I'm going to start adding seasonings. So first I'm going to add some garlic salt. And some lemon pepper. And some Doc Sweet Heat. Now I'm going to add the onions and the bell pepper. Then I'm going to mix it.
Ooh, that looks good. The smell is so good. Smell-o-vision.
I just added some Doc's Hot Ranch because we're always making our own sauces, and this is good to mix with. I'm going to put it on low for just a minute while I prep the bread. So now I'm going to cut the bread. I'm going to slice all of it together. After I'm done with that, I'm going to put the bottom in this pan. So I'm going to start putting the cheese on the bread. Now it's time to put the meat on top of the cheese. Make sure to spread it out evenly. Now I'm spreading mayonnaise on top of the bread. Now we take the bread and we're going to place it on top of the meat. Garlic into the butter. And I am going to put it on top of the spread.
So you're brushing it on top of the...
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure the oven is on 350. And it's going to leave it in here for 10 minutes. Now we're going to make the fries. I cut some potatoes up and we are going to cook fries. Now it's time to cook the fries. Take them out the oven and now I'm going to let them rest for 4 or 5 minutes. Now I'm taking the fries out. First, I'm going to put some garlic salt onto the fry.
What is that you putting on there?
Doc sweet heat.
Okay. Let's go good with fries.
Now I'm going to put some more butter on it just to make it have a little bit more flavor. Voila! Now we're going to cut them for serving.
Well, it's a really nice presentation. Got some parsley here for garnish, and the fries are well seasoned. They've got some, let's see. Very good. They got a lot of flavor. I don't even need any ketchup with them because they have so much flavor.
Hey, this is your girl Sanaya Shaw. I hope you enjoyed my appetizer and my entree. Thank you for watching. See you next time on EduRec Eats.
Yo, Sanaya, that is an amazing dish. My breath is just taken away from that. Hey, if you think that is a great dish, make sure you go to our website at edurectulsa.com to get your vote on and say, yes, I believe that is the #1 dish. And those were your top 5 chefs of the EduRec Eats Cooking Competition 2020. Do you guys enjoy it? I know you do. Go to the website right now at edurectulsa.com and vote for your favorite chef. And next week, the top 3 will compete for the #1 spot. Not only will they have to complete the full course challenge, but we're gonna put a twist on it. So next week on the show, we will be live right here at 6 o'clock. You don't wanna miss this show. This is something that will change the game forever. So make sure you're right here to see who goes to the finals. Again, we can't forget our sponsors, Eco Alliance Group and Oasis Fresh Market, for making this possible for all of our youth. And that's just gonna about do it for me here today. I gotta get in this kitchen and I gotta whip up something real nice. So next week on the show, we'll have our food gurus and go out on location at Oasis Fresh Market for some behind the scenes exclusive footage. Next week, Power Pack, you simply don't want to miss it. So we'll see you next Saturday right here at 6 p.m. This is EduRec Eats Cooking Competition 2020. Cue the flames.
I'm Aaron Johnson, board member of Eco Alliance. In this video, you're going to see an intricate plan to bring health, jobs, and education to the historic communities of North and West Tulsa. Both of these communities have been plagued by years of poverty and are considered to be in a food desert with no fresh food access within miles. But we're going to change that. We are going to bring 3 fresh market grocery stores to these areas. The first being in the heart of the community on Pine and Peoria. It will be a fresh market grocery store in the budding commercial district where shoppers can buy fresh produce that is not currently available.
Hi, I'm Richa with Eco Alliance.
And I'm Jim with Eco Alliance, and you're joining us today in West Tulsa. And on this site, which is currently an empty warehouse, will soon be a 20,000 square foot fresh market grocery store in the middle of a food desert. One of the most unique and innovative grocery stores in the United States. We're excited to be a part of a much larger River West revitalization project in this community and partnering with the YMCA and the local school districts in teaching children health and nutrition. This particular store is going to be one of the most unique because it will have its own greenhouse where people can harvest live, healthy, organic produce within the store. We're excited to show you this part of the building, what will soon be a state-of-the-art indoor controlled agriculture unit that will be integrated in the store. Customers will be able to actually harvest on a daily basis fresh produce that's grown here for the community, by the community. So as a master grower, one of the things I'm most excited about is children learning where food comes from. Children will get to learn STEM technology where they'll be able to see the plants from seed to harvest and be a part of the entire experience, watching plants grow naturally and changing the perception of health and nutrition in food deserts here in Tulsa and hopefully throughout the country. Standing in what was a very active grocery store and was a hub of the community.
The Common Good started about 2 years ago in Northwest Tulsa. So we moved into the community, built a community center that's part of this building. The big component that's missing since day one is a grocery store. The neighborhood is begged for a grocery store while we're putting in the community center, and that's the reason we're partnering with Eco Alliance to try to make that happen now.
We're excited knowing that the people are wanting a grocery store here, and this will be a fresh market grocery store that will make a difference in this food desert area, make a difference in their lives, teaching individuals not only through community center about health and nutrition, but they're being able to buy healthy food right next door and making the 74127 zip code a place where people will want to come and live, a place they want to raise their families.
On this site will be the largest indoor growing facility in the state of Oklahoma.
We're excited to partner with the New Jerusalem Baptist Church, a proud member of the North Tulsa community, in taking this land and putting a purpose to it that will create jobs, create food, and create nutrition. It'll be a large indoor growing operation that will feed not only the North Tulsa community, but the Tulsa community, the state of Oklahoma, and the region.
In 2018, the city of Tulsa came out with their first Equity Indicators report. The report ranked Tulsa 39 out of 100, which is an F. Of the 6 equity indicators, North Tulsa was the most disadvantaged group. In order for things to get better, we believe North Tulsa needs at least 2 grocery stores in the next 8 years.
The disparity paper so moved me that I came to see what I might be able to do as a part of the solution for Tulsa. I'm proud to say that Eco Alliance is a part of right now a process of putting 3 grocery stores and 3 food desert areas in the next 2 years.
This journey that you are on with us is going to provide so many pillars. We're going to have the opportunity to build and create so many grocery stores. We're also going to have organic food production. It's also going to provide jobs to so many families in low income and food insecure areas. And we are also breaking the cycle of generational poverty through health and nutrition. Thank you so much for being on this journey and partnering with us to change the lives of so many.